that security had been strengthened following protests and reports of intimidation at voters' registration stations last month. The IEC says it's ready for the final voters' registration weekend. It is still trying to update the voters' roll and has sent text messages to more than 5 million South Africans. This is because almost 7 million voters do not have any residential address information on record. According to last November's electoral court, addresses are essential to ensure that voters are registered in the correct voting districts. There are over 22,000 voting stations across the country. They opened at 8 a.m. and will close at 5 p.m. today and tomorrow. Earlier we crossed live to our reporter Witness Tiva, who is in Vuwani in Limpopo. He interviewed IEC spokesperson Motsiri Ramafalo and asked him what challenges the IEC has been experiencing in the province.
Challenges that we're facing now is we have road blockages where community have blocked the roads, and that makes it impossible for us to reach some of the areas. But in areas where we didn't experience those kind of things, we were able to reach those areas and we have opened the stations there.
Are you able to give us a percentage of how many stations are opened and how many are still going to be open today, because you are indicating that you're facing some challenges with regard to the access roads to a number of villages?
In terms of numbers, I can say we have less than 50% of the voting stations that we have opened this side, physically so, but we're working on them and we will be opening them soon because we have security agencies assisting us in opening those roads to those particular areas, and it looks like we are winning in that regard.
We are now joined by our reporter Reginald Witbooi, who is in Barkley West in Northern Cape, where the Congress of the People leader Mosiuoa Lekota is expected to do a door-to-door campaign. Good morning, Reginald.
Hi, good morning, Renee. Yes, we are coming to you live here from the Northern Cape. We all know that the final voting registration officially opened. It's set for today and tomorrow, and we know that on the 3rd of August, millions of South Africans will go out and cast their votes. Here in the Northern Cape, it's no difference. Some people here in Mataleng already came out to register to vote in the local government elections. I spoke to a supervisor of the Independent Electoral Commission. She told me that basically not a lot of people actually in the area came out, but as the day progressed, they are hopeful that more people in the area will come out and register to vote. With the voting registration process underway, we also see that political parties are out in full force to try and get people to rally behind them in the local government elections. Today in this area, the president of the Congress of the People, Mr. Mosiuoa Lekota, will visit Mataleng and will do door-to-door campaigns. He will not be the only one to visit the Northern Cape. Other political parties will also come out and get people to rally behind them. So with that, it is back to you in the studio, Renee.
Thank you very much, Reginald. That was our reporter Reginald Witbooi joining us from Barkley West in the Northern Cape. Now, the registration process at Maqanduli in the Eastern Cape has been hit by protests. 4 schools in the area that were set up as voting stations have been closed by protesting residents who are upset about the lack of housing and electricity distribution. Our reporter Zimkita Mangwenana has more. Good morning. Right now, we seem to be having a bit of troubles with Zimkita, but we will be back with you after this short break.